It's amazing what isolation does. Isolation is looked at as some type of negative, dark thing. There's a difference between being alone and lonely. Alone is very different than lonely. Last year around this time, I was going through a season of very, very deep isolation. And during that time, I picked up on a lot of things spiritually from my season of isolation. I learned that our energy is like a light. It's like when somebody puts a candlestick in a small cupcake and they're bringing the cupcake over to the person that it's their birthday, and they have their hand over the flame. They're protecting that flame from having the wind blow that flame out. And that's how we need to be protecting our energy. Especially you guys who are children of the light. Let's talk about children of the light and chosen ones for a second. And everybody thinks they're a child of the light. Everybody thinks they're a chosen one. Listen, you can't go out into the world doing evil things and call yourself a child of the light or say you're a chosen one. I would love to be a fly on the wall in some of you guys' homes or workplaces to see how you really treat people. Because a lot of people love to, I'm a chosen one, I'm a child of the light, I'm an amazing person. They love to hop on that bandwagon, but when you meet them in real life, they're actually truly very evil people. You know if someone is a child of the light depending on how they treat others. You don't ever have an innate desire to harm anyone. People who are energy vampires have an innate desire to cause destruction. They can't help it. If you're a child of the light, you're the one that's being pursued by people. You never pursue people, they pursue you. You're always doing the right thing. It's usually them that are teaming up to do something to you. That's how you know you're a child of the light. When you're a child of the light, you're not an aggressor. Other people are the aggressors. During my season of isolation, I realized that I didn't want my energy to be tainted anymore. I didn't want my spirit to be disturbed anymore. I finally stepped into my power. I realized that I have my energy, I have my power, I have my light, and I'm responsible to preserve that, to reserve that, to honor that. Second to God, the Most High, He will always protect me no matter what. He's watching over me, and so are the angels that He's assigned to me. But as a human being, it's my job to preserve my light, to protect my energy, and to preserve me. During my season of isolation, I realized just how people can truly taint your energy, your spirit, and your life experience. That's why many children of the light and chosen ones are always alone. And it's not because they can't make friends, or it's because they want to preserve their tempo spiritually. They want to preserve their tempo. And when you tend to let people in, they tip you off of your balance. Instead of energizing you and fueling you, they withdraw from you. Let me tell you guys something. 95% of people will come in your life and withdraw from you. I want to be very clear on that. It's only the other 5% who are also chosen ones and children of the light like you who will come into your life and add. However, where do you find chosen ones and children of the light? Children of the light and chosen ones are usually in isolation 90% of the time. And when they come out of isolation, it's to mingle with a small handful of family and friends that they know that they can trust and they know can't break them. So a lot of people are attracted to chosen ones, but not many people will have the benefit of actually being friends with one or being in close relation with chosen ones. Chosen ones usually know how the world works. And if they are a mature child of the light, they know that they must preserve their energy so they don't mingle much because they're not like everybody else. When it comes to protecting your bright light, ladies and gentlemen, and preserving your energy, protecting your energy, is by understanding that the world is full of energy vampires. Vampires are not the people that you see on TV with the fangs. Vampires is the person at your job that doesn't like their life and they want to make your life upside down as a result. And they want to drain every milliliter of happiness that you have in your body. Those are the real vampires. Vampires are unhappy people who go around the world looking for a victim to inflict that pain on. They're looking for a punching bag. That's what most people are looking for. They're not going to go to therapy. They're not going to go visit a priest. They're not going to go to a prophet to get spiritual healing. No, that would require being proactive, which most people are not. They're not going to do that. That would require proactivity. Most people are not proactive. A majority of the population is not proactive. So they're not going to choose the option that's going to give them a better life experience. They're going to take what they're feeling out on other people. They're not going to transmute the energy. They're not going to alchemize it. They are going to find a victim to release their unpleasant behaviors on. They will not go and get the help that they need. I was watching this thing on a platform. This young lady was talking about Miss Nicki Minaj and the colors that she saw surrounding Nicki. Type of person where I love to learn. I really do. I love to learn new things, especially about the spirit realm. I love learning about the spirit realm. And I get a lot of my information from the Bible, but then I also get a lot of my information from online too. You know, the Bible is a wonderful tool to learn about the spirit realm, but there's so much more that you can cover. And this woman was talking about the colors that she saw around Nicki Minaj. And she said Nicki Minaj has a lot of brightness, a lot of bright colors spiritually, a lot of yellow, purple, pink, colors that represent certain positive traits like creativity, love, passion. But then she said something that shocked me and put a chill down my spine. She said, but her colors aren't shining as bright as they should. The minute she said that, I hit pause. It's like I froze in my seat. When she said that, I froze and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get this download. Let me unpause it. So she said she has these bright colors, but they're not shining as bright as they should. Then I unpaused the video and she said, it's because Nicki suffers with depression. So the gray, she has so much gray around her that the gray is hovering over the pink and the purple and the yellow. So it's diluting the color. So it's not shining as bright enough. And when I thought about that, it really dawned on me, and I realized that in my space of isolation is when you're in isolation or you're very cautious about the people around you and you choose your interactions carefully, your light will shine brighter for some reason because it's not being dimmed And you're not really giving people the opportunity to do things to dim it. When she said she saw the gray around Nikki, she also said that Nikki has went through so much abuse at the hands of people that she's literally carrying this depression, like in her stomach. She's carrying it. And it's hovering over all her other colors. And my light shined the brightest when I'm not depleted and I'm not around too many people, and I'm not, because it's like the minute you step foot out of your house, you walk into Marshall's, the girl at the register gives you a dirty look. You're on the highway, someone's honking their horn at you because they want to cut you off traffic, and they're screaming and cursing and giving you the middle finger. And then you go to the line at Publix and two people in front of the line are fighting over who is there first. The minute you step into the real world, you will have to start dealing with a cesspool of low vibrational human beings who are not doing the work. The minute you step foot out of your house, you will have to you're going to have to encounter a cesspool of people who are not spiritually doing the work that you do. And that's why they tell you, when you step foot in your house, what do they say? Leave your shoes at the door. Because your shoes, the bottom of your shoes, have picked up on all the bad energies, all the nasty energies, walking into these certain buildings, these public spaces with low vibrational people, and you don't want to bring that into your house. That's why people say, leave your shoes at the door. Leave your shoes at the door. Silence is so important because silence is a big part of self-preservation and preserving your energy and not talking much. For me, I'm predominantly a quiet person. Okay? And I know I talk a lot on my platform. You guys are like, how? What? Yes. I'm a quiet girl. Okay? Okay? I'm not a talker. I'm an introvert. I am an introvert, 1,000%. I will go and sit in the area of the room where no one is located, or on the opposite side of the airport where no one is sitting. I will not go towards where the group is because I'm going to get depleted and I don't want to feel depleted. You have to be silent when someone is trying to trigger a negative response out of you. Because people's goal is to get a trigger response from you. It's all about a trigger. That's why people make passive aggressive comments. That's why women give passive aggressive compliments. It's all about, can I trigger you? And the minute someone can trigger you, they can control you. If I can trigger you, I have the control over you. Learning to not respond and ignoring people, like flat out look at them and ignore them if you have to, removes the power that they are trying to take from you. I had a family friend of mine, or my parents' friend, that wanted me to jump on one of her business ventures with her. And I just always had a weird feeling about this woman. I felt like she was an energy drainer. Every time she was around me, she never wanted to leave. She would always overstay her visit. I just started getting weird feelings, and I'm like, my spirit is disturbed. This person, she just disturbs my spirit. And when you grow, when you've been through isolation and you're growing in God and you're growing, with the Holy Spirit, there are certain people who will just disturb your spirit and you don't know why. You just feel uneasy around that person. You're just not sure what it is. That's God telling you to stay away from that person. So this lady, I'm like, she just disturbs my spirit, and she's a very kind person, but I just can't take her. I don't know what it is. And this woman would never stop calling me. Y'all, I'm talking about, she would text me 4 times a day, every day for months. And I never wanted to block her because I didn't want to create, a bad rep from my parents. But then I realized, I was like, no. I practice self-preservation. I can't deal with these calls and texts, and I had to block her. Preserving your energy is understanding when someone wants to feed off of your energy. And the minute you come to that realization, you withdraw, you take away your energy from that person, or the benefit, or if you were doing things for them, or if you were friends with them, whatever it is. The more you isolate, the higher you ascend. The higher you ascend, the brighter your light gets. The brighter your light gets, the more people want to dim it, because you're blinding them. They got to wear sunglasses when you walk in spiritually, and they don't like that discomfort. Okay? That's okay. That's really what it is. And I'm not saying to put yourself in a box. There are some wonderful people out there, but I'm not going to lie to you and say they aren't rare. They're very, very, very rare. But the beautiful thing about it is when you do encounter those said good people, it's important that you honor them, respect them, value them, and cherish them. You see, relationships in life are actually very beautiful if they're the right ones. The more you ascend, ascension is beautiful. But your light, every time you ascend, it's like you're adding more gas to your fire, and the fire is just getting bigger and brighter and bigger and brighter and bigger and brighter. That's how ascension works. But that brightness is going to blow certain people away. That's the problem. Because you're now you're on a higher level spiritually, because you're doing the work. And that is going to cause certain people to feel uncomfortable around your presence. Like, okay, have you ever walked into a room and you immediately could see that you made someone uncomfortable? Like you literally just walked in the door, but you could see the way they shifted their body, or maybe they jerked their arm or they jerked their shoulder, and they immediately felt that discomfort when you walked in. That's the light. Like your light just hit them. That's why they jerked like that, or that's why they gave you that face. Your light just blew them away. And usually after that happens, the bullying starts, right? Or the passive aggressiveness. Or even the other day, I literally had a woman follow me into the bathroom. It was so weird. I went to a restaurant. I parked my car in the front. I gave my car to the valet. I was just going in for a quick salad. I was already in the area. This place has a salad I really liked. I just went in for a quick salad. And the minute I walked in, she looked at me and she looked super mesmerized. And as I'm walking, I see her trailing behind me, and she follows me in the bathroom. And I go in the bathroom stall. I use the bathroom, but I see her feet is standing there. I see she's not doing anything. And then when she hears I'm coming out, she acts like she's washing her hands, but she's really just staring at me. That light, they see it, they feel it, and it's your job to protect it. What's dangerous is when you don't protect it. It's your job to do that. And if you have order in your life, you will preserve yourself. Self-preservation. I have a lot of videos on preserving thyself, self-preservation. I've done a lot of lives on that. If you are preserving yourself, you don't really worry about weird people like that, because you know you're not going to let them in anyways. Because again, it's your job to preserve your light. Don't forget to sign up for the Structure, Resilience, and Order Master Course. You guys, literally registration ends this Friday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the link is in the description below, and also if you visit my website. Bye, guys.